Let me bring in other guests now. Ejaz Ahmed is a senior journalist. He joins me from Islamabad. We have Michael Kugelman, senior fellow of Asia Pacific Foundation, joining me from Washington, D.C. Michael, the concern is about Imran Khan's well-being. Now his sister, Uzma, says that Imran feels he is being mentally tortured. Why is it that the world is just waiting and not doing anything about what the former Prime Minister of Pakistan is going through?
Well, yeah, thanks for having me. Unfortunately, as I think was noted before, political prisoners in Pakistan tend to not be treated very well, including and especially former leaders, former prime ministers like Khan. And if it's true that his family were not allowed to meet with him or have access to him for several weeks, that is simply not right. In terms of the world's reaction. I think that we have to be very honest here, right? There's a lot going on in the world right now, and I would argue that the fact that you have a political prisoner, even a prominent one, who has a very strong global profile like Imran Khan, the fact that that's not getting a lot of attention right now globally, it's not really a surprise, just because unfortunately there are a lot of people that are in a similar case to Imran Khan. There are a lot of former leaders that are being imprisoned, likely for political reasons. And I would argue that, speaking to the reactions in Western capitals, including Washington, I don't think that Imran Khan is necessarily one that would inspire a tremendous amount of sympathy, given the positions that he has taken, whether we're talking about his apparent celebrating of the Taliban coming back to power a few years ago, or his very harsh critique of U.S. policies in Afghanistan, including his threats to shoot down American drones and things like that. So, he's not a Navalny figure, if you know what I mean, in the eyes of those in Washington and elsewhere. So that might be one reason why he's not getting there's not an outcry from governments in Western capitals. Though certainly there has been a reaction. You've seen all the media coverage. Human rights activists, civil society have certainly been responding and advocating on his behalf. But in terms of how governments would react, it's just a bit of a different story, particularly given how he is perceived in terms of his views. I do not think he is anti-West or anti-US or anything like that, but his policies, I think,
Yes, when he was
have
in
caused a
office at
reaction.
that time. Ejaz Ahmed, with his sister having met Imran in Adiala Jail, but also communicating that he is being mentally tortured, what is it that, how is this being seen in Pakistan?
Look, first of all, thank you for having me. This situation is not as it is being bringing to the people of Pakistan. Every political party has its own way to talk about, has its own way to portray a picture, and they have every right. Imran Khan is a former prime minister, so as per the rules, jail manual, he cannot be kept with the other, prisoners. So this is one compulsion. Secondly, Imran Khan is a sportsman. He needs some exercise machines, so he has been provided. He need a cook. He has been provided. He needs some doctors. Because of his issues of the health also, but also some for some other reasons. Therefore he's being kept in a cell that was built for 90 prisoners. So he's there by his own choice. Yes, it is correct that he's not being allowed to meet his family or his friends for a few months. Yesterday, there was a conversation between the Speaker of the National Assembly and Barrister Gohar, who is the current chairman of PTI. And then we got news that tomorrow maybe a meeting will be allowed. And when
We'll try and connect with Ejaz
when I
again.
checked, yeah,
Yes.
yes, I'm here. So when I had this, I followed a number of people in PTI. They said that the government has condition for meetings. Government says the jail manual doesn't allow political meetings or political talk after the meeting. So This was the reason for the government. PTI says it is their right to meet Imran Khan and say whatever they want to after they meet
Just
Imran.
enough time for
So they,
Michael again. Michael, your final thoughts, you know, the manner in which the story did generate a lot of interest about the health for almost like 72 hours. We did not know how is Imran Khan. The only statement that came from Adiala Jail perhaps created more confusion because his family was not being allowed access to him. And now after his sister has met him, do you think it actually settles this story, or are you of the opinion that it finally opens that door for what is going to be a possible solution with Imran Khan's release or some kind of understanding between PTI and the government of the day in Pakistan?
Well, I think that it will end what had been emerging as a crisis in the sense that the Pakistani state wants no attention to be given to Khan. It doesn't want media attention to be given to him. It doesn't want noise to be made about him. But that was exactly what was happening because of concerns about his well-being. So that has been ended in the sense that his sister met with him. So clearly, all the speculation in previous days that were clearly false, that he was not alive, possibly, that's clearly been made the case that that's not true. But I would argue this very briefly that the Pakistani state has a strong interest in ensuring that Khan remains safe and healthy in jail just because of the internal stability risks if something were to happen to him. So even if his sister claims that he said that he's suffering from mental torture, again, political prisoners are not treated well in Pakistan, and that is not good. But I think that type of thing might, if it continues, that ensures that his large support base will continue to be very concerned and will try to make noise. But I think the biggest concern that his support base has now been addressed in the sense that his sister was allowed to meet with him. She was able to see that he's doing okay. And that I think will appease the base, at least for now.
All right, Michael Kugelman and Ejaz Ahmed, appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us.